Yo guys, Zombie X. I haven't posted a video in about a year. Why? I just been busy, man. Less stuff going on. Been building lots of Gundam models. Um, Speaking of that, well, I'll do that in another video. We'll get back to that. But I'm going to be adding some new stuff to the channel. But the point of this video is to talk about a new headphone. And really, since the last time I posted a video, I haven't really got any new headphones besides the K601. But the newest one I just got in the mail today. I never personally owned one, but it sounds almost the exact same as the premium model. But I got the DT990 Pro, 250 ohm version. It was on Amazon on sale actually for $159, and with the way that the DT prices have went up recently, it has to be probably one of the best deals I've seen in a long time. Typically I've seen it for about like 120, but when I saw it for 159, it's like, 120, about 200, I've seen this one typically for around 200, but when I saw it for the 159, it's like, damn, that's pretty cheap. It's like, I haven't seen it that cheap, so I just went and bought it. I kind of have like buyer's regret now from getting it, because I really didn't need another headphone. I got like the whole milk crate of headphones down there, like, I don't know, 25 headphones. But yeah, you've seen my other DT990 video. This sounds very similar to what the 250 ohm premium model is. Well, they technically are the exact same headphone. It's just the Pro has more clamping force on it. So, in that regard, if the clamping force doesn't bother you, or you feel it's too light on the 250 ohm premium, you could also go to the Pro model, which is actually going to be quite a bit cheaper now. And the premium model is about like $300, $320, which is insane after the big price increase Bayer did. Because typically before, you could buy the 600 ohm for about $220. And that's what I got mine for initially, and then I sold it off. But now, after their price increase, like, all their stuff went up. It's I don't know, some stuff is worth it, some stuff isn't. I'd say the DT models, like the 880 and the 990s and the premium, skip those out. Especially for like full retail price, like what Amazon has. Look around HeadFi, get them used. You could get a used 600 ohm DT880 now for about like $200 to $240 from what I've seen on there. But getting back to this guy, like I said, he sounds very close to what the 250 ohm premium model is compared to what the 600 ohm is. He's not going to be as smooth. He's going to have a little bit harsher treble. I wouldn't say not harsh, but it's not as smooth. Detail is very similar. The 600 ohm does have a little bit more bass to it, and a little bit more control. Mids are pretty close, but the other one, the 600 ohm, still has more mid-range to it. More detail, it's just more resolving all around. This one, really, if you haven't listened to him for a long time and you're not used to it, you probably won't tell the differences. But for me, I can pretty much pick them out right away, even though I haven't had a DT990 in about 2 years now. It's been since I sold my 990 off, because I sold it for the T1, which is heading over here. But it's still very similar sound signature, because it's the Pro model. You do get a little bit more bass from the clamp. There's like more clamping force on this thing, and it does in turn end up giving you a little bit of a smoother, warmer tone than what the 600 ohm has. But it doesn't mean it's refined. It's going to sound a little bit smoother because of that. I think that would have to do with how the pads compress. Because if you ever played around with grotto pads, or people call them grado, but if you have the comfy pads and you squish the sides in, it actually creates more bass. Because it actually chokes the airflow. And if let me grab one. I have a Alessandro MS1 here. This is the I version. And see, like, it has when you squish it, that ends up increasing the bass. People do it a lot of times to the bowl pads or I forget what they're really called. I think it's called like G Cush or C Cush. I can't remember exactly, but it has that similar effect from the clamp. It like cuts the airflow in the pads. I think it's because they get denser. But it has an overall similar tone to how I described the 600 ohm. Maybe just it's not as refined sounding, and it ends up being a little bit warmer now. As far as amping the thing, I've been powering it on my Beyerdynamic V200 and the SPL Auditor. I still have those. I still have my Audio GD Rock that's actually down there. I don't think I posted a video for that yet. But this thing is 250 ohms. It's like nothing for these. I mean, as long as your amp is, I'd say at least over $100, but $100 doesn't go far with amplifiers, especially now with the law of diminishing returns kicking in for a lot of this stuff. But I'd say he's not hard to amp. You could drive him from like an MP3 player. I mean, it's not going to be the most ideal situation, but I've already popped him into my Zune, and he gets pretty loud in the Zune. I think I set the volume to like 22, and it already sounds pretty loud. And the Zune goes up to like 30, which is already over halfway, but still loud. With amping, they do improve. They do improve quite a bit. Not as much as what you see in the 600 ohm varieties, but amping this does give it a smoother tone, like more so. The treble actually does not sound as forward anymore. Well, the treble on the 990s has always been very forward, but not so much at least when you amp them good, or if you pair it with like a tube amp, like a Woo Audio 3, or what's another one? It's called the Phoenix G3. That's like a $100 tube amp you can get on eBay. I recommend looking for that. I'll put links for both of those amps. But this is pretty good. As far as them being studio headphones, I mean, that's like a buzzword to me. I think they only come studio because of the clamp. But really, any headphones you see like studio DJ, that's like buzzwords. These are pretty much the same thing as the premium. So save yourself some money, in my opinion. Just go with these. Especially now, like I said, it's like half price of the premium, so that's like ludicrous for the same thing. Or if you get one used with dead drivers in it or something, you could easily buy like new drivers online. You can get the 600 ohm drivers and just pop them in. It's like $120 for 2 drivers, but that way you get like a pro model with those two. And this really, it's kind of like a review / discussion, I guess. I'm kind of jumping all over the place. I'm sure you guys have noticed that I don't really rehearse these videos. I kind of like think them up on the fly all the time. And my camera skills are improving with this. But I think that's all I really need to cover with the 990. Oh, no, actually. They have a coiled cord. It actually feels a little bit heavy. And they have a 1/4-inch screw-on jack with a 1/8 inch underneath. And that's really like, that's about all I really have to talk about with them. You can watch the other review and get the gist of how they sound, and then watch this one. They really sound very similar. I'll cover the 32 ohm ones in another time whenever I get one from Beyerdynamic. All the review samples are out. And that's it, I guess. I mean, I don't really have anything else to talk about. Like I said, I'm going to talk about some Gundam models. I've been reworking one of my older ones now. Yeah, he's all disassembled, but you don't care. That's not the point of this video. We'll talk about Gundams in another one. So, this is Austin, guys. I don't know when the next video will be, and I apologize it being like a year since my last one. Well, not the last, but I'm going to try and get them more often now. I'm going to be doing a K601 video sometime. I have no idea when. I'm just busy in life. New job position where I work, so I'm going to try the best I can, and we'll go from there. Okay? See you guys.